So I sat there and was watching the games, and I was thinking to myself, well, how are you going to explain this? And I normally try to explain things different than the talking heads will. Talking heads are going to come out and say, well, it's not a series until someone loses at home. All the Warriors did was defend home court. I'm not going to be a prisoner of the moment. LeBron, the Cavs need to play better. They can't play at the Warriors' pace. That's everything that you go to ESPN, you go to FS1, you go to your local sports station. That's what they're going to tell you. If you actually watch the games, you're actually paying attention, you see exactly what this finals look like. When you're in elementary school or middle school, not so much high school because everyone's about the same in high school. We're all awkward and trying to figure our way out through it. But in elementary school and middle school, when you play sports, you play football, you play basketball, it's unorganized. It's usually you're out at recess, you're in the after school program, you get a couple friends together, you start playing. What always is an issue that comes up when you do that? You look at the other team and you go, wow, why do they have all the fifth graders on their team? Wow, why do they have all the eighth graders on their team? Why do they have all the big kids on their team? They have all the good players. You take that mindset, materialize it as an adult, and that's what you have. Yeah, the easy way to go is saying LeBron's the best player on the court. He's the best player in the world. That whole shebang. Sorry, I got to fix my microphone here really quick. But after LeBron, the next 4 or 5 best players are all on the Warriors. They got all the fifth graders. They got all the big kids. They have all the good players. Durant, Curry, Draymond, Klay Thompson. Even if you look at the guys who aren't supposed to be the big kids or the great players, you got JaVale McGee playing out of his mind right now. You have Andre Iguodala playing like he was 2 years ago. Andre Iguodala is playing like he was in Philly, where he was the second AI. I know a lot of if you're under the age of 12, you probably don't remember that or know Andre Iguodala as the second AI. But go check it out. Man used to be balling in Philadelphia. They got all the good players. Like the Cavs, and I said this before, take out LeBron, and you could even take out the best player on the Warriors. You could take out Durant, you could take out Curry. Once you take them out and you start matching up teams, they're not close. They're not in the same league. It's like, we always make the joke, it's like, oh, that guy needs to go play in a better league because he's better than everyone. The Warriors need to go play in a better league because they're toying with the other 29 teams. Absolutely toying with them. And I got a lot of negative feedback and critiques like, oh, you just don't like LeBron, you just don't like Kyrie. No, I just watch the games and I know what I'm seeing. They can't compete with them. And not only to make the videos, personal note, I got $100 riding on the series between 3 different people. And one's my barber. He might fuck up my hairline. Shout out, Mike. Like, I know what I'm watching. I know what I'm seeing. Another note, not only do they have all the good players, one of the things I heard so much going into the finals was, oh, in the playoffs, the refs allow for more physical play, and that's to the Cavaliers' advantage. I agree. The refs allow more physical play in the playoffs. No one wants to be that ref that goes home and is like, "How was your?" And have their wife tell them, "Well, how was your day, honey?" Oh, I fucked up the finals, blew a call in the third quarter. I gave a tic-tac foul in the fourth. No one wants to be that guy. But just because they allow for more physicality does not mean it's in the Cavs' favor. Think about this. Who's the most physically dominant player on the court? It's not even close. It's LeBron. LeBron last night, there were 2 calls. One, which JaVale McGee just put, and JaVale McGee's a big dude. He's like 7 foot, 230, 240. Just put both arms down on LeBron's shoulders and smack that man. I mean, enough to put a normal human on his back and possibly in the hospital. LeBron just kind of shook it off and got an and one off it. Like, being the most physically dominant player never helps when they allow you to be more physical. Why do you think Shaq complains so much? because he was 7 feet tall, 330 pounds, and a normal human whacking as hard as he could on his shoulders because he doesn't have the same reaction. It doesn't look as bad, and the refs just won't call it. LeBron got fouled like 4 or 5 times last night, and they just didn't call it because he's a fucking freight train, and when a fly hits a freight train, the freight train doesn't move. It's never helped the more physically dominant player when the refs slide being more physical. It hurts them. And to finish up this opening segment, to show how right I was about this series, and I love admitting when I'm right, think of how well LeBron played last night. The man had 27 points. He had 12 assists. I think he finished with 14 assists and 11 rebounds. And they got whooped by 20. He was 11 of 17 shooting from the field, and I think 2 of 4 from 3. The man played a great game. I mean, a game that if you asked, what do the Cavs need to do to win? LeBron's got to play like that, and they'll win the game. And he played like that, and they got whooped by 20. Because what have I said for the last 2 months? I know I've said it a lot because the people that live with me know that I've said this, and they don't watch sports, and they don't watch basketball, which is LeBron played the best 4 games of his life last year. And unless he finds a way to top that, which everyone peaks at some point, everyone's got a best they've ever done, and his best he's ever done got them to Game 7 in the final minute. He's not playing like that right now. He's playing great. He's playing all-time great. But he's not playing what his peak was. And that's why they're going to lose this series. Not to mention, because I got to throw this side note out there, Kyrie Irving went 7 of 22 and turned the ball over 4 times. Just saying.